chase taking place?
We're coming up in pink here. We've got two vehicles being followed by a unit here. We're going to make sure we're on the right cars here. Yeah.
And Mason Dunn, are you following us okay?
Come to the left. To the left. To the right.
Right now at this time,
right
Sheriff's deputies out of Pottawatomie County tell us that they are chasing what they believe to be an armed robbery.
We don't know why the police are chasing them, but we know they have been firing shots at police. They were in a blue van. I believe they carjacked this car. They are now westbound Highway 9 approaching Lake Thunderbird. Just went through the town of Pink here, guys. So right now we're doing about 100 miles an hour westbound on Highway 9. We got looks like two police officers behind this car. We believe they carjacked this car just not too long ago. Like I said, they were in a blue van. And right now, we're still westbound on Highway 9, approaching Lake Thunderbird and the Thunderbird Casino up here. So the road's going to curve to the left. I don't see any traffic, so they'll be on the southeast side of Lake Thunderbird out here, guys.
And Mason, if you can hear me, I understand one of the armed robbery suspects, when they were in the blue van, was actually firing shots off of the out of the
car.
Right
now, passing Thunderbird Casino.
And Mason Dunn, if you
can... Right now, we're still westbound. Actually, this road's curving around to the south now. We're still doing, I'm doing about 80 miles an hour, so. And he's starting to get a little distance between the police here. We know one suspect might have gotten out of the car here. We know at least one person's in this car. And we know shots have been fired at police, as early as, they've been chasing this person for about 25, 30 minutes.
And at this time, Mason, I understand schools right now are locked down in the Tecumseh area as they are kind of keeping eyes on this high-speed chase. I understand one of the suspects actually had bailed out of the blue van and was had been firing shots at the police officers, the sheriff's deputies out of Pottawatomie County. At this point, we do know at least one of the suspects is in this vehicle that you can see that is moving, as Mason said, at a high rate of speed, about 100 miles per hour, it seems, into the Tecumseh area. This is around Highway 9 in the Stevens area. What we know is that around 10 o'clock this morning, not too long ago, sheriff's deputies reported an armed robbery suspect out of Kanawha, that is just west of the Shawnee area, and followed a blue van with a suspect inside. Then one of the suspects was able to get out of the vehicle, switch cars, and you're seeing now that high-speed chase in a separate vehicle as Pottawatomie sheriff's deputies are in pursuit of this. Again, we are near the Pink area following this high-speed chase. Sky News pilot Mason Dunn is right now following that pursuit as two sheriff's deputies are right behind that vehicle as it continues down the highway. Now, this highway, he said, was taking some twists and turns, but not a lot of traffic on the roads at this point. Of course, we'll continue to follow up on this, especially as shots are being fired, reportedly fired, out of that vehicle before, as well as sheriff's deputies firing back. We will bring you the very latest on this breaking.
Somebody's going to have to talk to me on the radio.
I understand Mason Dunn at this point does have a breaking news update for us. Mason, you were following this vehicle. It's moving at a high rate of speed. You can see it moving about 100 miles per hour. It is moving in different lanes. Describe for me the path that's leading up to it.
You're doing fine. Just see how it looks like it's going uphill.
Mason, can you hear me?
Hey, we're still westbound, Highway 9. It looks like we've got some stop sticks. Somebody's about to put some stop sticks out here, and he throws them and may have got a tire there, guys. So we're still westbound, Highway 9, high rates of speed. We're up to about 100 miles an hour right now. Looks like they may have got some stop sticks under this car. We don't know yet. This person goes into Norman. We are headed towards Norman right now. So we just passed 120th westbound on Highway 9.
And Mason, if you can hear me at this point, I understand they were in a blue van not too long ago, switched vehicles into this white vehicle.
This person keeps speeding up and slowing down. Right now they're behind a truck with a trailer right here. So may have got a tire. That may be why he's slowing down. We don't know. I don't know. He just threw a gun out the window. He just threw a gun out the window right here. We just passed 108th. It's going to be to the east of 108th on Highway 9. If the police are listening, he just dropped a gun out the window.
Mason, I understand
we're still westbound.
Mason, if
the gun is going to be east of 108th and Highway 9. If the police are listening, that's where they can go and find the gun. Maybe somebody stopped back there, I don't know, but we're going to stay with the driver. We still have 2 police units behind, and we're up to about 80 miles an hour right now, still westbound on Highway 9, approaching 84th. We're just about to pass 98th Street. Uh-oh. Definitely got a tire with the stop sticks.
And it appears he's surrendering, Mason. He's got his hands out the window.
Yeah. Definitely got it with the stop sticks here. This guy's surrendering.
And we're watching Pottawatomie Sheriff's deputies as they move in towards that vehicle with their armed weapons. You can see them on your screen. They have been pulling over a white vehicle, suspected armed robber out of the Kanawha area. They've been pursuing this vehicle for about the past 30 minutes or so as it's been moving westbound on Highway 9. At one point, they were in a different vehicle. The suspect, or multiple suspects, were in a different vehicle, a blue van, ditched that van, got into this white vehicle, and at one point we even saw shots being fired out the window. Then the suspect threw the weapon out of the window. You can see him down on the ground at this point. That vehicle is moving forward. They are now got the suspect on the ground. It appears only to be one suspect. This is Pottawatomie Sheriff's deputy saying this was an armed robbery suspect out of the Kanawha area. You can see they threw down the sticks to try to get this vehicle to stop. They were able to pop the tire. The vehicle had to slow down from at one point 100 miles per hour down to 80 and eventually pulled over to stop. Again, they are on Highway 9. They were moving westbound. Mason, what are you watching right now?
Yeah, guys, you can see this suspect laying in the middle of Highway 9. We're right between 98th and 108th here on Highway 9. We saw the stop sticks being thrown earlier. Evidently, obviously, he ran over the stop sticks. Right after that, he reached out and threw a gun out the window. The gun's going to be located east of 108th on Highway 9 somewhere. Guys, so right now, don't believe anybody has been hurt from the shots being fired earlier. We don't know. That all happened around Tecumseh and Maud area. We know there's been a couple robberies, shots fired at police. They were in a blue van at one point. Ended up losing the van in Tecumseh somewhere. I think they carjacked this car. Or this person did. I think one person may have got out in Tecumseh and is still on foot there. So I guess a pretty good ending to this so far. We will have to find out more details on what all has just happened here. Mandy?
And thank you, Mason. Again, just to recap what we know at this point, around 10 o'clock this morning, the suspect that you're looking at on your screen apparently was involved in some sort of armed robbery. Pottawatomie Sheriff's deputies indicated that they were chasing this suspect in a blue van. They didn't know at that point if it was one or two suspects or possibly even more. At this point, we only know of the one suspect that's now being taken into custody. The suspect fled in a blue van as Sheriff's deputies were en route following that van west on Highway 9 through the Tecumseh area. This was just west of Shawnee. Took off from the Kanawha area and then headed toward Pink. And again, the blue van was being followed by Sheriff's deputies, and then eventually he ditched that vehicle, hopped into another white car. We don't know if that was his car or somebody else's that he was able to get into. Sped off once again down Highway 9 going westbound as Sheriff's deputies were again in tow. Shots were being fired by that suspect, according to Sheriff's deputies, and even at one point Sheriff's deputies reportedly fired back. Now again, Mason Dunn doesn't believe anyone was injured at this point, so at least that was...
right now you can see they're taking this person into custody just to put him in a police car. We still have a ton of police officers showing up on the scene. It looks like some of them are down looking for the gun on Highway 9. So right now, a good ending so far. Looks like the police are down there looking for the gun, so we'll go down there in a minute. But this chase is over. I believe they are still looking for a robbery suspect on foot in Tecumseh. We may have to confirm that right now. But as you can see, the car pulled over. A successful stop stick deployment on Highway 9. Got one of the tires. Right after that, we caught on tape that he threw a gun out the window just east of 108 and Highway 9. So I don't know what else to say about this. Nobody got hurt. It doesn't appear. We don't know the shape of whoever got carjacked on this car. Like I said, they were in a blue van earlier, and then in Tecumseh they carjacked this Oldsmobile, this white Oldsmobile. So,
Mason, before we let you go, do you have any idea how far that vehicle was able to get, or the suspect was able to get in the van as well as in that vehicle?
I believe it originated in Kanawha around Maud, and it went to Tecumseh, and then they dropped off the van in Tecumseh, carjacked this car, we believe, and then they were headed west on Highway 9 here and made it to between 98th and 108th here on Highway 9 before he pulled over after running over the stop sticks and after throwing his gun out the window here on Highway 9. So anyway, that's about all we know right now, guys.
Well, thank you, Mason Dunn. You know, we've got a long crime scene that police are going to be investigating at this point, not only this area where the suspect was finally pulled over, but also where that weapon was thrown apparently out of the window of that vehicle as the suspect was being pursued by sheriff's deputies, as well as the blue van that was apparently ditched down the road on Highway 9. And, of course, this is believed to have originated in the Kanawha area. This is a breaking news update to an armed robbery suspect that has been pulled over, is in custody. We'll have more on the situation live at noon.